How are you?
Good. How are you, Ms. Vasquez?
I'm doing great. Thank you for giving me some of your prep time today to meet. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm going to be your instructional coach this year. I'm going to be the Bobby Duke's instructional coach, actually.
Awesome.
But before I talk about me, I want to know more about you. So tell me your story. Tell me about yourself.
Well, this is my third year teaching. I spent the first couple of years in Moreno Valley. Then it wasn't a really good environment over there. We got a new principal, and things really changed at the school. And I looked around and I saw this as a great opportunity working here in Coachella, and so I applied and moved down here, and I already own a home in La Quinta, so it's a lot easier. You know, it's going to be a lot more convenient for my wife and I.
Oh, that is so wonderful. I am so sorry that you had a bad experience. I heard that this is your third year teaching, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the first 2 years were awful. It sounds like they were tough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as an instructional coach, I'm working very closely with administration, and we're trying to make sure that our teachers have everything they need. They learn new strategies to help better their classroom environment. And I am here like a coach. I want my team to be better and be the best they can. And our goal is going to be our students, so that our students learn, so that our students succeed. Okay? So I will be here working with all the teachers so that our school does great.
Awesome. It
Alrighty?
Sounds like a good deal.
So I have a few papers for you. I want to make sure that whenever you need my help, you can contact me. Okay. So this first paper is my contact info, and it has my phone number, my email. You can reach me whenever, even when I'm at home. I'm always on my phone. I'm always on my email. My computer's with me.
Right.
I also have this paper, and it's my schedule for the next month. I try to plan a few weeks, month at a time. And I also, because I have your email, I emailed you the link to where you can set up a schedule with me. So instead of calling me or letting me know over the phone, you can just go to the link, put in your information, and let me know when you want to meet.
Great.
And we're set.
Awesome.
Okay? And it goes directly to my email. And this right here is a survey that I really want you to complete.
Okay.
Take your time. It asks questions about what in what areas you need help from, like in what areas you need me to help you, and what do you want me to research? When do you prefer to meet? Just questions about you.
Okay.
So I could make
Great.
the teaching experience the best it can be.
Great.
Okay. So at this moment, do you have any questions for me?
No, this sounds like a great plan. I'm kind of excited. Being a new teacher, I can use all the help that I can get.
And I'm here for you. I'm going to do everything I can
Awesome.
to help you out.
Awesome.
Okay. When would you like to meet? Do you want to meet next Monday around the same time?
Next Monday, same time would be good at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
And it's perfect because even though this is the second week of school, so I want you to, get a grasp of your classroom, your students, and you could let me know by the end of the week. We'll just fill out the survey and I'll go by that.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Gendron. How are you today?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you once again for meeting me. Did you get my little gift?
Yes, I did.
Box?
I wanted to thank you for the card and for the little gift. That was awfully nice of you and considerate.
That's good. Thank you so much. I just I really want to make you feel like you're welcome at this school.
Mm-hmm.
I want this year to just be great for you, and I want you to be happy.
Awesome.
So, I got your survey. You actually, thank you for sending it through the email. That was really interesting. So before we discuss the survey, I want to do a little icebreaker because I still need to get to know you more.
Okay.
And something I like doing is called one bad, two good. And let me give you an example of that. My one bad, two good for last week was the one bad. Last week I was so nervous because this is my first year being an instructional coach. So I double booked a few teachers, but it all turned out great because it was a short session with all the teachers, and I got through it. My two good are last week I spent time with my family, and that's one of them. I love my nieces and nephews. And last week I got to meet, I set up a meeting with all my 27 Bobby Duke teachers, including yourself. So I got to meet all of you, and it was a great experience.
Awesome.
So now your turn. One bad, two good.
Well, my one bad is pretty easy. Last week, being the first week of school, I was pretty stressed out with the kids, with the behavior and their lack of focus, and it was real challenging. The two good was this past Saturday was my wedding anniversary, my 18th wedding anniversary, and our 3 adult children all showed up to be a part of it, and so that was really exciting.
Oh, that's so good.
Made a great weekend.
Is there another good you would like to share?
Just being here at Bobby Duke, I think, is really exciting. I mean, it is a good thing. I enjoy it, and having you for an instructional coach seems like it's going to make it a lot easier.
Thank you so much for sharing. You sound like you're in a really happy marriage, and that's awesome because it's just nice to see that your personal life is all good, and even when it gets stressing here, because it will. We have some interesting students here, but it just seems everything's gonna flow and everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that.
So, I printed out your survey, and I noticed that you really want to learn how to engage students.
Yes.
That's something that you mentioned a lot, like how to do activities so that they're all working, how to keep them focused. It sounds like you have a lot of classroom management strategies, but at the end, when you're lecturing and you're actually doing the lesson, it looks like you're struggling there.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I want to do is I want to set you up. I have a few strategies that I could help you with, and but I want to know your teaching style, because I actually want to observe you, and I actually want to make a lesson plan with you. Okay. So let me know your teaching style.
It's basically direct instruction, and I do use some technology. I use the Docere, which I love. I get to project the work on the board and walk around the classroom to try to keep the students engaged. It doesn't work as well as I wish it would, but it's one of the strategies that I've adopted that I feel comfortable with, and I like the freedom of being able to teach and walk around at the room at the same time. So
okay, that's perfect. Docere is a great app on the iPad, actually, and I used to use it myself when I used to teach. So let's set up a lesson plan. Do you have time tomorrow? Are you going to be teaching tomorrow? Is tomorrow today? Okay, yes. Perfect. Because I think I read you teach every day, which is awesome. You use your time. So I want to do a backwards design lesson plan. Okay. We start with the goal. We set up an assessment for the students, and the activities come at the end. First, we want to know our objective, and then work our way to the beginning. It's backwards. So let's do that. Okay. And you let me know what you want to teach, and we'll go from there.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Thank you. Okay, so this lesson sounds really good. It's a great topic. It's pretty easy. Integers, adding and subtracting integers is easy. There's so many real world applications you could do with it, and you have some great ideas, especially the money idea and everything. So I want to meet tomorrow. I want to observe you. Okay. If that's totally fine with you. Don't get nervous. I'm going to be there. I'm going to take some notes. And the thing I want you to do after the lesson, though, is I want you to reflect. Okay. Because it's not only about my feedback, it's how you feel. Okay? So I want to know what you thought about the lesson, and it's your time to reflect and think about what you could have done differently. Okay. And I'm going to take my notes. I know you're going to do a good job. You sound like you're going to do great. Okay? So we're going to do this tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So let me write that down in my schedule. Tuesday, Mr. Gendron. Okay. And on Wednesday, would you want to meet up Wednesday, the next day, or you want to take a week, or how?
No, Wednesday morning is fine.
Okay.
That'd work good.
Cool. Because so far a lot of teachers are not setting up schedules with me, so I'm really open at the beginning of the year for some reason. So I'll set you up for Wednesday to go over your lesson. And do you have any other questions for me?
No, I think I'm good. I just thank you for your time and all that you're doing for me. It's really comforting.
Thank you. It's my job, and I love working and helping anybody out, so I'm here for you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Great. Okay, well, after our last meeting, I did my lesson yesterday and went home and reflected on it, and it went pretty good, but no matter how hard I tried, I seemed to not be able to keep the kids engaged, and it was a real struggle. I didn't have my bell work ready, and so there was a lot of goofing off in the beginning of the period, which was my fault. I dropped the ball on that, and I'm finding that once you don't have the kids engaged, it's a battle to get them back.
Yeah.
And that was a real struggle for me.
Okay, so that was your reflection. That's how you feel. Let me tell you what I noticed, because you did such a great job. You have a really nice, loud voice, and you get their attention really quick. So I did notice they were a bit distracted at the beginning, but once you started, and once you started talking, and actually you used your voice to calm them down, it went great. Okay. I noticed you made them laugh a couple of times, and that was excellent. You have some great examples on how to add and subtract integers, and you had them laughing, and that's a good thing. When you have it's called novelty, and in the classroom, that helps out. That makes the students want to learn more. Okay, novelty is big.
Right.
Okay, so there was more good than bad. I honestly just want to say the only thing that you can improve on is having them answer questions and do something like think, pair, share. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't use that strategy probably often enough.
Yes, think, pair, share is big. And another thing, I noticed that at times they tried being disrespectful. They wanted to just show off. And a way to kind of avoid that, or to fix that, I learned, and I researched for you, you have to build a relationship with your students. Okay, you have to get to know them. Students act out sometimes because they are having problems at home, or they maybe are having trouble with friends, and sometimes they want to talk about it, and as teachers we don't give them enough time to do so. Okay, do you ever try to get to know your students? Have you tried this year getting to know your students?
A little bit, but not enough.
Not enough?
Now that you mention it,
Yeah.
it's something I really need to improve on.
Yeah, the whole Common Core thing that that math teachers are doing, there's so much to cover, and I know teachers like to work from bell to bell, and you don't want to stray away from the lesson plan. So I have 2 strategies for that. Okay, building relationships. Once a week at least, give your students 5 to 15 minutes, and let them do highlights, kind of like what you and I did, the 1 good, 2 bad.
Right.
Same thing. You just allow them to share out what they did over the weekend, or what happened last week. It could be good things, bad things, and you just let them talk, because especially when you noticed you weren't prepared at the beginning with the bell work,
right,
it would have been perfect. You could have been getting your stuff together, and they would have been able to share out, I did this and that, I had a game, I had this. So while you were getting set up, you could have let them talk highlights out loud, share out.
That's a great idea.
Okay, so that's one way. Yes, it works wonders. I used to do that in my classroom. Another strategy, I actually have this paper here with all the strategies that you can try out, for building relationships and even for keeping them engaged. So another strategy for building a relationship is called a restorative justice circle. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. I read up about it last week because my administration told me it's something they're going to have here at the school.
Great.
And it's just pretty much a therapy circle, and you just kind of like the highlights, but you do it as a whole class or in a small group. And it's working in a lot of urban schools. It's working in New York, all this good stuff. So they want to try it here. It's gonna be a state adopted thing or something. So there's actually a meeting for it next week, next Wednesday, if you want to go to it.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay. And I haven't tried it yet, but it just sounds like it's gonna help the students fix their problems and just get them more comfortable with school.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
So I already mentioned the think, pair, share. Let me see what other strategies. Oh, so I actually thank you for reflecting. Okay. It's great. It's a good way to just go over the week or the day or whatever, or the lesson. What I want to do next is I want to set up a goal with you.
Okay.
Because this is what I want you to do. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. Try out some of these strategies. And you try out the think, pair, share.
Yeah.
Sometimes they call it the think, right, pair, share.
Okay.
And just read up on it. I'll let you think about it.
Out.
And what I want you to do is maybe check in with me weekly or monthly, whatever is better for you.
I think monthly would be better. It gives me more time to work these different strategies into the lessons.
Okay, so we'll meet up monthly. That sounds perfect. That's fine with me. And in a month, I kind of want you to journal. If you like journaling, I don't know if you do. Journaling is another good strategy. Maybe even within your lesson plan, just take notes. And then I want you to notice how many times the students seem to be more engaged, how many times they seem bored, and how many times they just seem so interested in your lesson. And I want you to compare it to what strategy you used, because I have 10 strategies here for you.
Right.
Okay, and I'll keep researching for you. I'll email you, and I'll just throw them at you, and you pick and choose. Okay.
Great.
So that's what I want you to do. Set up a goal. Whether it's the goal could be, I will use 1 or 2 strategies a week, or maybe I want to use all of these. I'm gonna try them all out. You set up a goal. Think about it. I'm not gonna tell you to do it right now because it's too short of a time. So set up a goal. Use the strategies, and we will meet a month from now.
Awesome.
Okay.
That sounds great.
And I will also let you go on the website. The link I sent you the other day.
Right.
I want you to go in and set up the time and date.
Okay.
It'll be all on you when you're ready.
Great.
Okay.
If anything comes up, I know I can get a hold of you.
Anytime. So texting, email.
That's awesome.
Everything. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to discuss, or?
No, not at the moment. I can't wait to try some of these new strategies and see how they work.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm here for you, and good luck
with
your goal, and good luck with your students.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you so much for meeting with me.
You betcha.
Take care.